Okay, I think we are live.
Yes, we are. I was just waiting for Adam to jump in, but I guess he doesn't want to jump in. You don't want to do that, Adam?
I want to see, today is our 200th show. All right.
Yeah.
That means I've been doing it 200 times. Nelson, fire it up. Come on, let's see what you got, man.
I am really not good at firing. Squeeze, I vote you. I nominate you. But you know what? Before you fire it up, I think there's one question we have to ask.
What's that?
Are you down with PPID?
Come on, you know me. I'm down with PPID. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 200th episode of Cruising with the Case Handler. Can we get a round of applause, for the show right now? Can we get a round of applause?
Absolutely.
Round
of applause.
Round of applause, So we got to say thanks to everybody who has made this what it is, and it's a phenomenon. It's called Cruising with the Case Handler, a show with attorneys on personal injury and immigration. I'm the broadcaster. I'm just one of the pilots here that keep the plane, well, as Adam would say, keep it cruising. And we somehow have upgraded from the Escort to a Porsche. Based on the background here.
For our 200th episode, I'm picking you up in style today. How do you like that? I see that. So we need to hear in the comments if you want me to keep the nice car, the fancy exotic car, let us know. Or if you want me to go back to
now 1-875-5433. That's 1-800-875-LIFE. Come join the living. Have yourself an amazing day.
What do you think, Adam?
Well, that segment was brought to you by BioLife.
Huh?
You didn't hear that?
I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, we had Join the Living commercial playing.
I joined the living.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, 93.5 listeners. Let's just get it started off right. We were too excited about the 200 show. Let's get it done right. I will take the controls here. Okay. My name is Adam Handler. I am your case handler. We are Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. We are attorneys here in Manhattan, a full service law firm, personal injury, immigration, real estate, criminal defense, matrimonial law, you name it, we got it. You got a legal problem, we got a legal solution. You got a legal question, we got that legal answer. Let's give out our phone number just to get it started, and then we'll roll out the rest of the show. 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529, or easy to remember, 844 PPID law. PPID is our firm, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. We've been around for over 60 years. Like I said, a full service law firm serving the immigrant community here in New York City and beyond. I am called the case handler. I head up the personal injury department. With us today on the show are my very good friends and wonderful, wonderful, wonderful immigration attorneys. Nelson, the Maverick Madrid, and Alan, of course, the General K. Good morning to you guys. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
All right. Let's fire this up. Squeeze. Tell us what's going on.
Where's your earbuds, man?
Mine?
Where are your earbuds? Period. Plural. Where are you?
Talking about handler?
Yeah, handler. Where are you?
Let me change my microphone. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what?
Thank you, man.
Look at this.
Thank you.
1 second. How's that? Much better? Better?
A little bit better. Getting a slight echo, but a little bit better.
Yeah.
I know we can't hear you, but
Microphone going. So let's see. Right. Hopefully this will be okay. But good morning, everybody. Squeeze. Happy 200. Happy 200. So a lot of news. I found out today that Cuomo finally signed that bill to prevent ICE from coming to court to out the immigrants. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And what it impacts everybody. Yesterday, of course, was Testimonial Tuesday. We had our client Brian on telling us about his case and how he felt we handled his case. And ladies and gentlemen, we're out here every day, giving you information about our firm,
giving you information about injury cases, giving you information about the immigration world in general, but also letting you know that we're here to help. And since March, we've been giving free phone consultations. You call our number, you get free legal advice over the phone with respect to your case. That is ending at the end of this year. So we have, a little under 2 weeks left. We ask you, please, please, please take advantage of that free phone consultation. Know where you stand going into 2021 with respect to your immigration status here in the United States. And then after the new year, or even before the new year, if we can help you, hire us. 2020 was a garbage year. It was garbage. So many terrible, terrible things happened. Some good things happened, but mostly terrible things. What are you going to do to make 2021 a better year? How are you going to force the hand of fate and change your life and your family's life for generations to come? I highly suggest you give our firm a call and figure out what your options are. Again, our number is 844 PPID Law.
Let's take the bull by the horn. That's what we've got to do in 2021. All right. Once again, folks, Cruising with a Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration. The voice that you just heard is Adam Handler. By the way, he heads up the personal injury department. He's the man that gets you the money. God forbid you get into that accident. You get smashed up, you get mashed up. You need Adam Handler. We call him the beast. We call him the shark. We call him the hot stepper. So once again, everybody tuning into 93.5 FM, turn up your radios because I want for you to store a number. It's our 200th episode. And what I want every single person listening to this radio station to do is to prove to us that you have the number. On our 200th episode, a show on personal injury and immigration. Nelson is coming up with immigration. The general is coming up with immigration news update. And I'm quite sure he's got some news. He always does. But right now, what we want from you, if you like us, if you like the show, if you think the show is good in any way, shape, or form, is to dial the number, let it ring, and we will know that you're also celebrating the 200th episode of Cruising with a Case Handler right here on this station. The number to dial right now is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Yes, you can still get the free immigration phone consultations until the end of the year, all right? But you got to get it in there. After that, hire Nelson. Hire them, okay? Hire Conrad. Hire Alan. Hire Andrea. Hire Alexandra. I could go on. 844-774-3529. That's the number. 844-PPID-LAW. Every one of you deserve an excellent attorney. I want for you to go to the full service law firm, PPID. And that's the only firm you need to call when you need any kind of legal help. They'll point you in the right direction. They have multiple departments. 844-774-3529. Adam Handler, the man, he's approaching $130 million in settlements. Approaching. So get ready for that. All right. Nelson, we know him as the Maverick. Man knows what he's doing, man. Okay. Can't do anything. He doesn't take any sheesh from anyone. He knows what he's doing. All right. So we got to say much respect to him. The general, he lives up to that name. He's the general. He's got the depth. He's got the experience, and probably the most experience in this hemisphere where immigration is concerned. So let's kick it over to him. Nelson, you good?
I'm good. Just doing multitasking, doing some work while I am on the show, but I am here. I am listening and glad and happy to be a part of the show.
I'm very happy that you are part of the show, man. All right. So once again, I see you're in the Peekskill office.
I am at our Westchester location. Just getting some work done. I'm scheduled to meet with several of our clients who have requested to meet with me in person. And I am here.
Well, that's great. Once again, folks, if you want to speak one-on-one with Nelson, one of the top immigration attorneys at the firm and probably in New York, you got to call about 844-774-3529, especially if you have ever had any convictions, arrests, and so forth. This is the immigration attorney you need to actually deal with your cases. Find out if you have one with him, 844-774-3529. The General, how are you feeling, Mr. Allen E.K. Esquire?
I'm very good, thank you.
It's good to have you on the show. As usual, I know you've got updates for us as to what's happening as we approach the end of the year, as we approach President-elect Biden coming in power on January the 20th, I believe. What do you have to say to us about immigration?
Okay, let me give you some updates on what's going on. First of all, let's talk about snow. As of
Snow.
uh,
The weatherman now.
as of today,
Mr. G.
USCIS New York District Office will close Wednesday at 11:30. So if you were planning to go to USCIS in New York, they're going to close at Wednesday 11:30. Cases that were currently on for December 16th will be rescheduled for Monday, January 25th. Cases that were scheduled for December 17th will be rescheduled for January 26, 2021. The New York Asylum Office will be closed this Thursday. So that's your snow update. Okay, but snow will not stop PPID from functioning. We don't close anytime. We're going to be around. Okay, let's talk about immigration courts. There are 1.3 million backlog immigration cases pending in the immigration courts. Now, non-detained hearings, where you have a hearing coming up, you're not detained, you don't have a date yet, immigration courts in New York will be closed until January 1st, 2021. So don't expect to get a date if you don't already have a date until January 1st, 2021. Okay, I've been talking a lot about the new naturalization test, and we're hoping that when President Biden comes in, he's going to scrap the new naturalization test, which is probably designed by the Trump administration to discourage people from becoming U.S. citizens. So for applications that were filed December 1st or after December 1st, unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with the new test until President Biden takes it out, goes back to the old test. So the new test has 128 questions, and you have to get 12 right out of 20. The old test had 100 questions, and you had to get 6 right out of 10. So some of you will be having naturalization interviews, and you'll be subject to the old test. But if you filed your application December 1st or after, you'll be subject to the new test until it gets scrapped by President Biden. If people who want a copy of the test, the old one, the new one, get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to send you a copy of the questions. Okay. Next, let's talk about Daca.
Yep,
Judge
I like to hear about DACA.
Judge Nicholas Garifas, who I like to say I've known since he was a kid, and I've known his mother and worked with him and his mother on a congressman's campaign, put down a decision which basically says new people who've never filed for DACA can do it now. So if you qualify for DACA, you never filed before, but you were born on or after January 15, 1981, you came to the U.S. before the age of 16, you're in the U.S. on June 15, 2012, you're still here, you had no immigration status as of January 15, 2012, you're a high school graduate, you're enrolled in high school, you have a GED, you're enrolled in a GED program, no significant criminal record, you can now file for DACA even though you never did before. Now, as of Monday, December 7th, USCIS is accepting travel permits for applications for people who already have DACA. And this can be very useful. And some of our DACA recipients have not seen their family at home since they were little kids. Now they will be able to, to get a travel permit as part of DACA. Now, Judge Garifas is part that
Killing us there, man.
who have DACA already can get a work authorization for a period of 2 years. It had been before his order that you could only get it for 1 year. So he's loosening up on the DACA in terms of work permits. So everybody and anybody who has questions about DACA, feel free to call us. But it's an opportunity for those people who didn't have DACA but qualified to do it now. Those people who have DACA can apply for a travel permit so they can go, if they get it, they can go home, and their work permits will be good for 2 years instead of 1 year. Okay. finally, our new head of the Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security takes in CBP, Customs and Border Protection, takes in ICE, takes in USCIS, they're all in the Department of Homeland Security. Alejandro Mayorkas has been nominated to be the head of Department of Homeland Security. If the Senate approves it, he will be the first immigrant and the first Hispanic to lead DHS. And Mr. Mayorkas basically said that undocumented and documented immigrants are essential during the COVID-19 pandemic. They're key drivers of economic growth. He basically has said we must bring to an immediate end the inhumane and unjust treatment of immigrants. And this is somebody who has been through the immigration system. He was born in Cuba. He came here as a kid. So this is somebody who understands and has been through the immigration system. And he basically said, our immigration system today is badly broken. We all know it. And the cost of the broken system is very high. And so it's a really good sign that we're going to have a new head of Department of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas. I've met him. Everybody is very impressed with him. He's a lawyer. So that's those are some of the recent developments and look for good things from Alejandro Mayorkas when he takes over, when Biden comes in. So that's part of my report. We can do more later. Thank you.
All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Allenkaye, we call him the general. And of course, that man, when it comes to having the links with all the different entities and capacities within.
He's the man.
He's the man.
He is the man.
He is the man. And he's on the 200 episode. You know, where's the MP, the managing partner? You know, he should be on the 200 episode.
I don't know, managing things in the office. In fact, you know, the maestro, Conrad Pollack, you know, he's the managing partner of the firm. His father started the firm 60 years ago. He's doing like voiceovers now for our company's like intake system, which I find to be hilarious because, you know, in the beginning of the year when I said we got to bring Nelson and Conrad on our show Squeeze and expand it just from personal injury to personal injury and immigration. He's like, I don't know, it's radio and I don't have the time and, you know, I'm too busy with my clients. Now he's doing voiceovers. I mean, this guy, you know, he used to drink, you know, Poland Spring. Now he's like, give me the Fiji. We've created an absolute monster right now. We've created an absolute monster. But Conrad, we love you. We're proud to be a part of the firm. Thank you for making the firm what it is. You know, he took over his father's firm in the mid '80s. It was just a couple of lawyers, or maybe it was just him and his dad actually, maybe another attorney, and really, you know, built it piece by piece into a full service law firm, into the most powerful immigration law firm here in New York. So proud to be part of it. And, you know, they didn't have personal injury. And I brought my personal injury practice over here 6 years ago. This January will be 6 years that I started my own practice and the case handler was born. And we've done some amazing things. I mean, you know, $20 million this year alone, Squeeze, in personal injury settlements, which is a remarkable feat considering I haven't stepped foot in a courtroom since March 14th. So unbelievable year we've had. Like I said, not everything this year has been bad, but ladies and gentlemen, if you want to put yourself in the best possible position to make 2021 good. 2021 are the numbers you need to think about, but the phone number you need to think about is 844 PPID law, 844-774-3529. Those of you listening on 93.5 FM, you've got nothing to lose. What, other than spending 10 minutes on the phone with some great lawyers, what do you have to lose? What? You know, especially tomorrow, it's going to be a snowy day. A lot of people probably not leaving the comforts of their home, but everybody's connected now, remote and Zoom and voice forwarding. Call our firm. Why would you? I don't understand. If you're listening right now and you're struggling with that question in your mind as to what can I do to better my life? What can I do to better the lives of my wife, my children, my husband, my parents, my sisters, my brothers? because it affects everybody. You know, you legalize your status here in the United States, all of a sudden now you've got that better job. You're making more money. You can send more money back home. It doesn't just affect what happens in New York. It affects what happens to your family living throughout the United States and abroad. I just don't get it. Most of you have been taking advantage of that opportunity. So I give you all the credit in the world. But some of you are still just sitting here saying, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe I'll do it next week. Well, what's your expression that procrastination is the thief of, what is it?
Time.
Of time. Exactly. So don't
And
think
the journey
about
of
it.
1,000 miles starts with the first step.
Just act.
Yeah.
Just act. Once
Get
you
a
pick
10.
up the phone,
Take action now.
yeah, just take action now. And that's really what it comes down to. And that's how we as attorneys work. You know, we take action. You call us, you got a legal problem, we take action to solve it. We don't just take your case, sit on it for 6 months and then decide to work. No, we're working on it within hours of you hiring us to be your attorney. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give out the phone number a few times. Maybe I'm not giving it out enough, right? We have hundreds of people calling us. We want thousands of people calling us. 844-774-3529. Let's sing it. 844-774-3529. 844 PPID law. Ladies and gentlemen, give us a call. Free phone consultations. Who else is doing that, Squeeze? Do you know of any other law firm of the caliber of our law firm that is giving free phone consultations over the phone?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. So do it, because that offer ends at the end of this year. And then we will be charging you a nominal fee. Still less expensive than our competition, but we will be charging you a consultation fee for taking those questions over the phone. 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529.
There you have it. Once again, that's Adam Handler. I thought he was going to give us a true success story.
You want to choose? You know, let's talk real quick.
I do.
And then I want to get back to immigration. But yeah, let's talk about yesterday's case. You know, we had the client on firsthand talking about the case. But, you know, let's just talk about it, you know, ourselves in case you didn't catch yesterday's show. So we had Brian on the phone. He was on the Zoom call talking about his case. This is a car accident case in Brooklyn. You can see the picture of Brian's car all smashed in from the side. He was driving straight and another driver, she ran the red light and T-boned him. We got him $85,000 for this case. And Squeeze, if you wouldn't mind reading that quote for me, I would be appreciative of that.
Go with Adam if you think you need a lawyer. Let his team know your situation and they will guide you. There's no BS. The accident changed my life, but so did the case handler team. Brian from Brooklyn, $85,000 US.
And what was so special about this case, first of all, we got $85,000 for the injury, $24,000 for the time out of work he missed, and $14,000 for the medical bills paid. But what was so special about this case is really how we had to keep fighting and fighting and fighting. And I showed the letters yesterday on social media that Geico early in this year offered $17,500. We rejected it.
Crap.
A couple of months later, they offered $25,000 to settle his case. We rejected it. Now, Brian actually admitted yesterday on the show that he was thinking about taking that 25 grand. I mean, why not? $25,000 tax-free? That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. That's basically what he makes in a year. 25 grand guaranteed, no risk. I said,
no tax.
Dude, let me do my thing. We went to court virtually in the same way that we're doing now. With the judge was on Zoom, I was on Zoom, the client was on Zoom. Judge gave him $85,000. You tell me where in the world these days legally you can flip a $25,000 payday into an $85,000 payday in a matter of a few months.
I can tell you.
I was going to tell you too, but you tell me, Squeeze.
Yeah, you can do it with a case handler.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
That's
we
how it
fight
works.
for you. You got one chance to get it right. Brian can't reopen his case. Could never go back for more money. One chance, one choice. I'm your case handler. We're Pollack, Isaac DeSico, 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529. If you can safely do so now, please do me this favor.
Please.
Check us out on Facebook. Check out the case handler on Facebook. Like the page. See what everybody's talking about. Don't go on my word or Squeeze's word. See what everybody else is talking about. Like the case handler on Facebook. Follow the case handler on Instagram. It would mean the world to me. We have over 7,000 Instagram followers right now on the case handlers page. Be part of our community. Be prepared when disaster strikes. Nobody ever expects when an accident's going to happen. Nobody says, I'm going to wake up and get T-boned, right? Or maybe you do, and that's your thing later on in the day. But nobody says, I'm going to wake up and get T-boned. Nobody thinks they're going to get hurt on that construction site. Nobody thinks they're going to get arrested by ICE and be put in deportation proceedings, right? Have our number saved. Be prepared. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family to have the best possible legal representation when, God forbid, you need that. 844 PPID law.
Adam, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you know whether they are offering your client a reasonable settlement or not? How do you know? How do you know when they're trying to lowball your client or lowball you?
Well, it goes, first of all, I'd say it goes with experience. I've handled thousands of cases. So I really do, I don't want to say know what market value is because everybody's different. Squeeze is a tough guy. He breaks his arm. He may be back, partying the next day. I break my arm. I may be out on FMLA for 6 weeks. But, it's all about, knowing, first of all, what your client's been through, right? It's knowing, what similar cases have gone for. Also the amount of insurance, when there's $1 million policy and they're offering you 50 grand on a serious injury, that's ridiculous. But when they're offering you, $90,000 on a $100,000 policy, that maybe that's a reasonable offer you should consider. To hold out for 10 grand and take the risk may not be worth it. So there really is it's an excellent question. There really is a full evaluation, but I will say it goes with experience. At this point, I just, I can just sense it right away. As an attorney, when something's off, you know it right away. And sometimes I have to do a little research here and there, maybe confer with a colleague, Matt Goodstein, my associate. We talk about cases all the time about value, but, we obviously try to get you as close to the maximum as possible. Usually we are getting you the maximum, but once we get near that maximum, then a conversation has to be had where, do you want to wait another year? Do you want to take that risk? And certainly with a $100,000 policy, offering 25 grand for that injury was ridiculous. And we took it to court and we got 85,000. So something we're very proud of.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude on 93.5 WVIP FM, this has been Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration. If you're tuning into the radio station, you only need one law firm, and that is called Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, referred to as PPID. Store their number, dial their number when it comes to accidents or immigration. It's 844-774-3529. Have yourself an amazing day. 844-774-3529. All right, we got immigration questions. Alan, you ready? Nelson, you ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Okay, is my background good?
Yep.
Nice squeeze.
So soon you're going to have Conrad and Nelson and Alan and say, where are our cars at?
Now, I prefer to be a passenger than a driver.
Yeah, there's an expression. There's two kinds of guys. There's the guys that sign the front of the checks and the guys that sign the back of the check. I always ask my client, who do you want to be? The guy signing the front or signing the back? But there's also the guys that are the drivers, and there's also the guys that are the passengers. I used to think the drivers were smart because they're in control, but hell no, have somebody else do the work for you.
Take a look at the picture of Adam driving the car. It says free consolation.
Oh, again.
Oh, here we go again.
Again, you're right.
I'm quite
All
sure
right,
she's
Allie,
listening.
you got to fix that for us. And you called that one out a couple of months ago. She cut and pasted the same thing. All right.
It's the same thing with me.
Oh, God.
Well,
Well, I gotta be
Please,
honest with you.
We're back in the jalopy.
I gotta be honest with you guys. Adam in the office is known to definitely be a big fan of punctuation, commas, apostrophe. Anytime you give Alan something to proofread, it will come back marked up in red with commas, periods, and Alan is very, very big on grammar.
Well, Alan, were you a teacher? Were you a school teacher? Am I making that up?
No, I've always been a lawyer.
Oh, always been a lawyer. There was somebody that I once worked with that was a teacher for, I know, a wonderful trial attorney in Queens. He was a school teacher for many years and then went to law school and a big stickler for punctuation and grammar and even the way you talk, it would correct lawyers, lawyers speaking an oral argument. And in the background, you would hear him saying like, we or I, he would say it under his tongue. It was very funny, actually. So that reminded me of that.
Well, now it's fixed. It says free consultation. Good.
Yeah, well, this is the old one. We're back in the Chevy.
Okay. That's it for our English lesson.
All right, Ali, fix that for us, hon.
All right, so here we go. Immigration, we're flipping to right now. We just heard from Adam Handler with personal injury and our little English lesson there with allenkaye. But now we're flipping into immigration. Hello, can you extend your F1 visa on green card receipt for I-485?
It's not a clear question because if you file I-485, you're filing for adjustment of status. If you're a F1, you're a student. Normally, if you're filed for adjustment of status, you wouldn't be extending your student visa. They wouldn't let you extend your student visa because you either an intending immigrant because you filed a 485, or you're a non-immigrant and you have a student visa. You're not going to do both.
Let me try to simplify that.
Well, maybe I can add to it because it says here, can you apply for reinstatement for F1 visa? My school didn't extend the I-20 in time, and now I'm stuck with a horrible situation. What can I do?
No, it's not a horrible situation. Again, let me simplify what Alan was trying to say. Once you file for adjustment of status, it would toll any unlawful presence. So while her F1 may have expired, if she filed for adjustment of status before it expired, it should be a non-issue. Because again, filing for adjustment of status tolls or stops any unlawful presence from accruing.
But now you should an added ingredient because she said something like she was out of status and she's trying to get reinstated. Squeeze, what did she say about that again, about reinstatement?
It says, can you apply for reinstatement for F1 visa? My school didn't extend the I-20 in time. Now I'm stuck with a horrible situation. What can I do?
Well, now she's going to try to get reinstated because the schools may have screwed up, but she's going to need a lawyer to help her. You're not going to be able to do that yourself. So best thing is call us to make an appointment, and we'll be happy to talk to you about how we can try to reinstate you into student status.
All right, so that's the first question. All right. Another question. I sent the papers before the expiration of the green card of 2 years back in March. I still haven't received any response from them, nor have they withdrawn the documents. I feel exhausted because I haven't had any response for 10 months due to COVID-19. What is the best solution? Thank you.
You shouldn't have to wait that long. So the idea is you really want to try to get some action from them and find out what the hell is going on. We can try to help you with that. Your congressional office can try to help you with that. We can tell you who your congressman is. So, but we'll be happy to help you to find out. You shouldn't be waiting that long for a response from immigration.
Okay. And the final question here. My husband's visa is being refused and sent back to USCIS under Section 212A, 5A, visa denial. The consular officer notes determined we do not have petitionable relationship. What does that mean? Means get an attorney.
That's right. 212 is a ground of inadmissibility, which basically means that there is some issue with the case. Based on what she said, I believe they're actually questioning the marriage. again, I think it would, it's a word we haven't used in a while, but it would behoove this person to give us a call, 844-774-3529. And if I could add, this is an example of a case you cannot do by yourself. If you plan to continue to try to do this, you will spend many years and a lot of money and literally get nowhere. This is a prime example of a person who needs a lawyer, an experienced lawyer, not a lawyer who does personal injury, family law, criminal law, immigration law, because there are many, a jack of all trades, master of none. You need someone who actually knows what they're doing. Something I often say, a lot of good attorneys typically do one or two things. Any attorney that claims to know or practice 5 different areas of law, there's too much information for that person to be, in my opinion, proficient in all 5 or 6 different areas of law.
Yeah, I mean, I practice PI. Nelson and Alan, they practice immigration. I mean, they may practice different aspects of immigration.
Right.
I may practice different aspects of PI, but I'm sure as hell not going to work on anybody's immigration case. It's just not what I do. And to tell you the truth, it's not really what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping people, but my passion is personal injury. Nelson's passion is immigration. Alan's passion is immigration. Go with people that are passionate about what they do. There's no way that you can be passionate about 7 different areas of law and focus and be knowledgeable about 7 different areas of law. It just doesn't happen like that.
Okay. All right. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, as I play around here and the guys give out the information, I want to say thanks to each and every one. But here's my other word for the day. I would be remiss if I did not tell you guys.
You're on mute, Adam.
The lawyer in the back of the courtroom that I was just talking about would say, remiss. No, remissed.
Remiss.
He would correct you.
I would be remiss if I didn't tell you to call PPID. So, ladies and gentlemen, give PPID a call. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Excellent immigration attorneys. Excellent personal injury attorney, Adam is. Alan, thank you for being the general, what it is that you do best here. Looking forward in doing this again tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. And thank you all so much for being great. 844 PPID law. Yes, Adam.
Me? I got nothing to say.
It looked like you're about to say something.
No, I'm just moving closer. I'm actually reading about some case law right now. We're practicing attorneys as well.
I know. I
Remember
see.
that. We're not just broadcasters.
I see.
We're practicing attorneys.
Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Let me go find my balls somewhere around here. I just got kicked in it. Anyway,
thank you, my brother. I hopefully
happy
we'll
200.
have 200 more.
Yeah. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you, Alan. You guys have been great as usual. Have yourself an amazing snow day.
Thank you.